there. I am Lillian here at the Days of the Dead convention, and I am here with
Vecchio with the Chicago Horror Film Festival.
Hi, CJ. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So, it's my understanding that you're kind of a recent owner of the Film Fest.
Yeah, the
right?
Chicago Horror Film Festival has been going on for 25 years. So I just took it over last October from Willie Atkins. He ran it for several years. And I'm a filmmaker myself. So I kind of wanted to bring it to where I want this to be a film festival ran by filmmakers, right? For filmmakers. So it's not all about how much blood somebody can make in a movie. We want quality, editing, and all that. So yeah, took it over last October. We had a successful run. We had at Facets Theater in Chicago off of Fullerton. They were super happy. We actually there's a bar in there, so we broke the 2023 liquor sales for them. So I said, you definitely want us back. And like, we definitely want you back. So we're coming back the first weekend in May, halfway to Halloween. So May 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Facets Theater in Chicago off of Fullerton.
That's terrific. So you're a filmmaker, so I assume you make horror films, indie horror films.
Yeah, I started off, it was all because of COVID, right? So I got, I was laid off for like 2 months, started writing, and we got some COVID money, and like, let's make a movie. So I made my first movie. It's a horror short called BL, short for Beelzebub, and I just entered in a bunch of film festivals, and it just took off. So this is like experience in this type of market. So.
Okay. So I know you said you want part of the reason why you purchased the film festival was that you wanted it to be run by filmmakers. Is that what inspired you, or or I guess I should say, have you found it difficult as a filmmaker to get, find good festivals to display your work?
Definitely. So it's all about networking and getting, helping the filmmaker get their name noticed, right? Because there's so many of us out there, right? But there's also a lot of film festivals you go there. I've been to a lot of good ones, and I've been to a lot of bad ones, So I kind of take the pros and the good and the bad and kind of form it into this, right? So, like if you're an independent filmmaker, we want to make this back to how it was, several years ago, back in the old days where it was a premier horror film festival to enter. And like I said, we do networking events with filmmakers, meet and greets. We have a bunch of producers from LA, they come in. So, it's all about networking and getting your film seen, but also talking to other people, filmmakers, and learning experience.
Yes. What have your challenges been so far with the Film Fest? I know you haven't been the owner very long, but have you had some challenges you've had to overcome?
You know what? I kind of go in and I tell my filmmaker friends, when they're ask me questions about what's the number one thing you do when you start filming, is you always have a plan B and a plan C. Because if you have a plan B, plan C, if something goes wrong, especially when you're on a set, money, every second costs money, right? And you can't afford to, let's take an hour to reestablish something. You need something like that. So that's what I kind of did with the film festival. I had a plan B, plan C. I always expect the worst. And like I said, I had no complaints. Everybody was raving. I was like, by the end of the night, I was like super happy. So like I said, I just always have that backup plan.
That's smart. You have to with filmmaking, because I'm a filmmaker myself, so I can relate to problems always happening.
Yeah. And making sure the cast members show up,
Yes, I could.
Recommendation, get Uber drivers for your cast members, all right?
Yes.
Uber them in this way, they're showing up, and you have to worry about them being late on set. So.
Exactly. So what's next on the horizon? You said in mid-May there's going to be something going on?
Yeah, well, the first week in May is our halfway to Halloween film festival at Facets Theater, Chicago Horror Film Festival. We're also doing it again in October, right? Date to be determined. And then just working on some independent projects myself. So we're launching. We did a fan film, a bunch of filmmakers. I don't know if you could get this, but over the summer we did a fan film with a bunch of local filmmakers and actors, The Evil 3. So we got Jason, Michael, and Leatherface in the movie. So yeah, so it's just a fun thing we did. We're going to be premiering it on the May 3rd at Chicago Horror Film Festival. And for me, I'm just doing some projects right now.
Okay.
So we're working on some, original projects. Probably start filming at the end of summer. Do an Indiegogo campaign on that. We did an Indiegogo for The Evil 3, raised like $26,000. So yeah, that's the name of the game.
That's a hard feat because raising money for films is challenging these
You know
days.
what?
So gotta hand it to you.
And you got to make it look good. You know, I mean, you got to put the effort into Indiegogo campaign. I mean, there's some of them is just like a couple of paragraphs and that's it. You know, you got to throw some graphics in there. You know,
Right.
and just a couple trailers, stuff like that.
So where can we find you? All your upcoming projects. Of course, the Chicago Film Fest.
CJVecchio.com, VECCHIO. I'm on. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. ChicagoHorrorFilmFestival.com. You can find us there. I'm easy to be found. Easy to be found, so.
Well, everybody better keep a lookout and be sure to, if you have a horror film, submit it to.
Yeah, submit it to Chicago Horror Film Festival. We're on Film Freeway. This season closes March 31st, but the second week of May, we're going to open up for October, right? So Film Freeway, early entry fee, I think it's only like $10 to submit. Don't quote me on that. But it's like I said, we're trying to make it for the filmmakers to give them a nice little step and a nice platform to get noticed.
Terrific. Well, we'll be seeing you soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Huge fan.